Hi guys, what's up? How's it going? This is Enrique, and this is Easy Things to Draw. Today we're going to talk about time management, and in terms of time management relating to your art. I guess time management in general, really. And someone asked me this question before, and I thought it'd be a cool topic for a video. And I'm going to go over what I do for managing my time when I need to finish something, when I need to finish a commission, when things are hitting the wall. Because I talked about procrastination a little bit, but someone said, "What do you do in terms of like?" It just doesn't seem like there's enough hours of the day, right? And I feel that. I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying. So let me tell you what I do. And I will say this also. I want to make a note of this. This is not my information. This is something I got from a time management book that I just applied to what I do, which was the whole point of that book, right? And I don't remember the name of that book. I'd give you the name of that book as well. I just don't remember it. These are the pieces I took from that book, and I think a couple other books. If I remember any of them, because a lot of these books are stuff I read forever ago. If I remember any, I'm going to write them in the description. I just can't remember. So, first off, make lists. Make a list. That's such a big deal for me. At least for me, me and a lot of people I know. When you have a list, it's almost like you look at it and you're like, I wanna check that off. There's something in you that's like, I want to accomplish that and check that off my list. Making a list is really powerful, and also just reminding you, because you think like, I'll remember it. And then somebody will tell me like a day later, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I should have wrote that down. So I carry around this thing. Tiny notebook. It fits in my pocket. Some of the bigger ones, I tried to do it on bigger stuff before, like a ring bind, like a notebook. And those, I just kept leaving them everywhere. I never really had them. But I noticed if it's small enough for me to keep in my pocket, I kept it a lot better. There's an issue I had at the beginning too. I bought like a 5-pack of these. In the beginning, I lost them. I would just completely lose them, and I would just, like, after a day, I'd be like, where'd it go? I lost it somewhere. I left it somewhere. And then I lost the second one again, right? And I think I lost the third one. Around the fourth one, though, I think something's clicked in my brain, and I just kind of keep it. And I don't know what it is. I didn't lose it after the fourth one. I kept it for like a month and a half, This is like a new one because the other one was so used up. But I used it for months and months and months. I think it's a great thing. Make a list anywhere, even if it's scratch paper, I would say do it. And how do I make the list, right? I usually do it like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. In terms of, I rank it in terms of importance, Well, how important is it to me, within the week or month or whatever. Usually, I'll rank them in importance, and then they'll be like, then below that, for example, like A would be like, doing 10 fantasy illustrations. That's on my list right now. I'm trying to do 10 of them. I got 4 done, But I'll do A, fantasy illustrations, and I'll number them. I'll be like a, like kind of like an outline. Below that, I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 within each one, and I'll write which illustrations do I want done. I want like a zombie illustration or zombie fantasy, whatever. I want a wolf fantasy one? Do I want a woman or a man generic hero? And I'll put those below that. I notice that when I write in as much detail as I can on any one of these, I tend to get it done quicker too. If I just write in as much detail on that list. Here's another example. I want to make an ebook, so I write down ebook on B. That's my second priority right now. Write down ebook, and then below that I'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever for ebook. What are the specific little steps I need to get done to get that ebook done? 1, do the illustrations for it. 2, I got to write the content outline for it. It might be, and then 3, I need to find a friend of mine to kind of edit it and compile the pages. And 4, I need to find a friend to another friend to critique it, and tell me what's wrong with it and then show it around. And then 5, I need to compile it and like put it somewhere to download and things like that. I'll write that down. I think a big chunk of that, and this is, again, this is stuff that works for me. I think the reason for that is that, just like I said last time, sometimes just thinking about it makes you tired. If you don't, because you don't have it worked out yet. And I think the more you have worked out, the less tired you get when you think about it. You're just like, oh, okay, cool, do that. Now you have these actual tangible steps, and I feel like once you know that, it's a little bit easier. The other thing is, here's something I do, and I mean, I definitely go back and forth between this. But let's say A is your most important, right? A is your most important. It's probably your biggest project too. Sometimes, at least for me, it is. I would do A if it takes me an hour or if it takes me a week. I won't stop on A, if that makes sense. I will do A until it's done, like I said. And I'll say that again. I'm going to do A, the first one on my list. Whether it takes an hour or a week, I'm going to do it and complete it until I move on to B or C. Now, that's like a very good rule, I noticed. Like, that's a really, really good thing because I used to just bounce around between 10 different things. You could, I will say this, you could bounce around between two of those. I like to bounce around between A and B sometimes because things start to get boring, right? You know what I'm saying? But I would never do like A, B, C, D. You know, I used to bounce around between 5 different projects, you know. Pick 2 and then concentrate mostly on one and try to finish that one, no matter how long it takes you. And when you finish that one, it feels so rewarding. You have no idea. I mean, I hope you have an idea, right? I'm sure you guys are good at that too. But when you finish that one, even if it takes you a week, you're like, man, it took me like 3 times longer than I thought it was going to take me. But you did it. That feels good. That feels super good for me. Here's another thing. And again, this is like a random stat that I don't know if it's true or not, but I feel it probably is true. I hope it's true. I didn't cross check this, so don't take this one as a big deal. There's a stat. There's some odd, I think it's stat. There's a saying maybe that if you do 4 hours of concentrated work within the day without interruption, then that's equivalent to like a week in most people's times. So if I was to sit down, turn off the TV, and spend all my time, you know, drawing and really being immersive into the world that I'm in, you know, drawing whatever, and if I spend 4 hours there without interruption, or maybe like 2 hours, you know, there's a break in the middle, and then go right back, you know, with no phone calls, no like, you know, eating or anything like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess you gotta eat, but you know what I mean? No interruptions where I have to completely stop. If you do that for 4 hours for the day, that is a big, big deal. That is more than most people get done. I think it's 4 or 5 hours, I forget. But the good part about that is if you do that and really concentrate for 4 to 5 hours, after that you can just kick back. I think the rest of the day you can just kind of do like casual, get these things done casually. That's what I do as well. I do that same thing. I'll just turn everything off for 3 hours in the morning, and then take a break, then do like 2 more hours, and then you get a lot done, like a lot. You get so much more done because you know what, before it'd be like full of interruptions. It'd be like the phone rings, I'm talking on the phone for like 10 minutes, boom, boom, more than that. You know what I mean? There's, you know, I got to go eat. I watch some YouTube videos in between. I got my Facebook on. There's way more interruptions than you ever imagined, you know? And then when you start cutting that out completely, it feels weird. It feels hard, honestly, in the beginning. In the beginning, it feels hard to cut that stuff out, and that becomes easier and easier, you know? Everything becomes easier and easier. So that's another suggestion. I've done that. Plenty of times. That's really, really good. That's super effective. And that's pretty much it, actually, for my time management. That's what I do personally, and I get a lot done with it. If you guys have any tricks of your own, you know, what are some, you know, again, I don't mean tricks, but, you know, mind. These are essentially tricks you're playing on your own mind, right, to get you to do what you need to do. That's what they are. If you guys got any, write them below, because I'm always looking for more to use. And if this helped you in any way, please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time.